All right, we're off.
Why is it called CHIEFCAST?
Because it was called, the other thing was called Big Mike and the Chief.
Okay.
And Mike gave me the nickname the Chief because it was in Berlin where I was blowing a dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I asked.
And it's too early.
Really?
For this.
Was it a gay
Yeah.
sex thing?
So he was like, I was blowing him, and he
Chief.
started to like fucking really throttle my thing, and I had to like take his cock out my mouth.
Oh wow.
And I went, easy does it, Chief. And
That's cute.
I called him Chief.
Yeah.
And then I told Mike that, and he just thought it was hilarious. So then from that moment on, he just called me
sweet.
Chief, and then it's just
It's
stuck.
It's enough to make a podcast.
Stuck like, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything, so I was like,
That was
I thought it was short for handkerchief because he came into your.
But, yeah, I like
Tom
that as
Handkerchief.
being a sparking moment if I should make a podcast.
Right.
Yeah, you go, this is the moment where I knew I was an entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really. Yeah, I was a bit like, and then thankfully this is episode 50.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Is that
including the
50?
mic
No, this is episode
Wow.
50 of
I'm
CHIEFCAST.
honored.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
And it's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
It was St. Patrick. Is that why you have a giant green screen behind you?
Well, I was gonna say, is that why you have a green hat on?
Yeah. No, I forgot.
Did you get a haircut?
I did. Look at this shit.
Nice.
I know, it's way too short. It's
What?
ridiculous.
No, it's
good.
perfect.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Rob over here, a guy came on stage and grabbed me by the hair.
Is that what happened to us?
Someone- yeah,
Did you lose it like a lizard when they grab the tail?
Dude,
Like
I
it
don't
just
know.
falls
I
out?
think subconsciously I'm like, I'm not giving anybody any way to attack me on stage anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, somebody came up. So what was happening? It was a big packed theater. Everything was going great. Best sets of my life.
Hold that a
the
little
whole
bit
weekend.
closer to you.
Yeah. So I'm doing great, and a guy in the crowd just yells, "You're not funny!"
Oof.
And it's like between applause breaks. Like I'm literally crushing out of my mind.
Yeah.
So I can't help it. I'm like, dude, I'm doing so well. Like everyone's laughing really hard right now. What are you talking about? And he goes, they're not laughing for you. They're laughing for me. They hate you. They love me. He goes, I'm a big shot. He goes,
Was it
look
Trump?
me up,
Imagine
buddy.
he was just doing mimes in the crowd.
Yeah, it was
No,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I'm a big shot. Look my name up. And he shouts his name at me. I have no idea who he is. He's like, I'm a better comedian than you. I go, yeah, really? He goes, yeah, I'm a better comic than you. I go, okay, big shot. Come on stage and tell a joke.
Yeah.
So, never should have done that. But usually I've done stuff like that. You just embarrass a person and everybody boos him or whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy comes on stage and I'm sitting at this point because I'm like so fed up with this dude. So I'm sitting on stage and I hold the mic out for him and he just grabs my hair, pulls my head, and everybody in the crowd
Great
is
mic
mortified.
technique.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm sitting there while he's grabbing my hair and I'm like, where's security? I'm like, how is he still on stage? What is
Yeah.
this? So eventually security runs up and like escorts him out and we're shouting at each other. I'm like, fuck you, I'm pressing charges, this and that. And so luckily that's like towards the end of my set, so I just address that for like a minute and then get the hell out of there. But so I run outside, they just made him leave. They're like, he's banned for life. I'm like, fuck that, call the police.
Yeah,
Don't
of
fucking
course.
attack me. So I chase him outside and they're like, we're not going to help you. I'm like, great.
on
So
your own.
the opener comes with me.
Right.
And then nice enough, he helps me out because the guy has a friend too. And the guy's friend got kicked out and came back in. So they were both, the guy like called himself a Nazi or something weird. So I kick out the first guy, comes back in, and then the second guy comes on stage, gets me. So I get in the guy's face and I go, what the hell was that about? What made you do that?
Yeah.
And then he shows me a picture of a helicopter on his phone.
I thought he was
and
going to show
goes,
you, he showed me a photo of like you fucking his wife. or
yeah,
something.
right? That's what it felt like. But he shows me a picture of a helicopter and goes, I'm a helicopter pilot. And I made a riff about the DC helicopter crash. And that triggered him. He said the
right.
helicopter joke. And he's like, I've saved people's lives. He goes, I've tortured people. I'll torture you. I'll fucking kill you.
Does
he a
DC
vet?
stand for dumb cunt?
Apparently. Yeah, I don't know if you guys keep up with our air traffic
Yeah,
news back in
we
the
do,
States.
we do.
But there was a DC helicopter that crashed into a landing plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. And there's been loads of stuff happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a
Planes
big
catching
deal. But so
fire.
I'm on stage and I go, I'm actually a little bummed out, guys. I just lost my job. I was the air traffic controller at the D.C. airport.
Right,
And I go,
right,
it was
right.
just one helicopter. Nobody even likes helicopters. I go, Trump's going to deport helicopters now. This never would have happened to a White Hawk helicopter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the whole bit. And that was enough to make the guy crazy.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So then,
So
did
the
you
guy
press
attacked me.
charges?
I pressed charges, but he just left before the police came. And the police were like, I don't know. We can't really find him.
I feel like
So-
there's a lot of people like that in America.
yeah, where something happens and the police are just like, is he here? I'm like,
Is he
no.
black?
I'm like, he
No,
said where he was
but then
going.
we just
Yeah,
don't-
exactly.
I'm not gonna
But so I
bother.
had to talk to like a detective, and they're like, yeah, we got the case. It might be like 7 weeks before you hear back.
And
So
how
you
long
know,
ago was this?
it was about 7 weeks ago. So hopefully any
So you
day
might
now.
get a call today.
I know, but that was exciting. And then everything I've done was just to come here on this show.
Nice.
Pretty
okay.
much. Yeah, I
You were just accumulating stories
Yeah.
to do this.
Yeah, this starts in Florida and then ends up here. But I also went to Austin, Texas this year, guys. You guys heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Heard of it?
Yeah,
Rogan
yeah.
and the likes. And
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme
Did you
out
get on
there.
Kill
It's not
Tony?
real. No, I waited for Kill Tony though. Yeah, 300 psychos at a
Ugh.
bar.
What's that like in there? It's like
It's mostly not comedians. It's like
It's crazy people.
weirdos living in their car. Yeah, who like
Mm.
they're like thinking this is gonna be their in to like be famous or something.
fucking amazing.
It's
Sometimes
really
it
strange.
is.
And sometimes it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it works for some people, but yeah, it was a pretty insane, setup and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really buying into the whole Austin thing.
No, I was gonna move there because I
Oh,
got
really?
I got the green card thing.
Nice. Oh yeah.
But
you
no,
hadn't-
I missed out on it because we had COVID. Like we went back into
Oh.
lockdown.
But didn't you do something where something was like going to be sent to my house or whatever?
Oh yeah, no, that's still ongoing.
Oh,
but
cool.
it's still it's like 50-50 whether or not I'll get it this year.
Oh, okay.
But when I first got it, I was going to move to Austin. But that was when it was first sort of starting
Right.
there. And just watching it from a distance even just looks like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. It's
a
It just looks
nightmare.
like the scene there, everyone's just miserable and they're all desperately trying to get into the one club.
The
and-
Rogan sphere.
One
Yeah.
girl in the scene said that the scene feels like all guys who have been canceled in their scene came to Austin.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So-
That's what I said about. I hear about Hans Kim. Whenever I meet someone from New York that knew him, they're like, everyone hated him in New York.
Sure.
Like-
Yeah, I can
Well,
believe
Asians
all
is
that.
getting a hard time in
but-
New York,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, it's all pretty strange, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that's funny. I forgot that I'm supposed to like get him. His green card's gonna be delivered to my parents' house,
Where's your parent? Oh, in
DC.
DC, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
you're
he
from
needed
DC.
it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's
Right,
so
right.
annoying because they say you have to have an address already,
He's like,
but it's like there's no guarantee that you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
There's no-
Yeah.
And you look up online and they're just like, oh, just any address is fine. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, so that's
and then
cool.
because you can change it when you.
yeah, so I can hold your fate in my hands.
Yeah.
I went to Palm Beach, Florida, where Jeff Epstein lived,
Yeah.
and I went to his house.
Really,
actually.
yeah?
Yeah, I drove to it.
Okay.
And there was like people doing yard work and shit, so someone else owns it now.
Oh, I think
Well,
I
if
was
there's
saying
grass on the pitch, let's play.
Yeah, I wanted to see.
the yard work is they were
Yeah.
trimming the pubes off a girl.
Yeah, it's fun to imagine them selling that house to someone new too, because they're showing it off like, crimes
Yeah.
against humanity right here.
Wait, I thought you were gonna say it was like part of like when you can do like these tours where you like
Oh.
go visit.
Oh, that'd
Yeah, what
be
are they
cool.
gonna do?
Jack the Ripper, kill
Yeah,
the
it's like a
hooker.
Sex
So
and the
just
City
build a
tour.
dome over
Yeah.
it, like
Yeah.
it's fucking what's it called? What's that that nuclear disaster that happened? in
Chernobyl?
Europe?
Oh,
yeah,
it's like-
Chernobyl.
oh, wow,
Like,
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that.
It's like a pedo
Yeah, good
Chernobyl.
back
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
Good hidden entry.
So there's
ways.
people living in there.
There's people living there, but I went to see it, and the whole island is super trippy because it's these
Wait, you
mansions.
went to the island.
Yeah, well, I mean Palm Beach Island is where his house is. It's not the
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the island.
not the cool one. Yeah,
Not
not
the
the
fun one.
superstar one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just Palm Beach Island is like an island off of Florida by a bridge where
Mhm.
all the billionaires live, and that's where his house was. And you can just Google the address. So I went to go see it. But the neighborhood, it's all mansions, and they have like 30-foot walls of like bushes. So you can't see anything. You can't. You have no idea what's going on.
perfect place
And
to-
I asked some people in town what's up with that, and they were like, "Oh, see, these people, they like import immigrants, and they promise them like they're gonna give them like a job, or whatever, and then they hold their passports and they make them like their servants. And
Yeah.
they say
Nice.
you can never
Okay.
leave here, or we're gonna turn you in."
Ah.
So and
it's
yeah,
ice.
they just he's like, yeah, these people have like slaves at
Yeah,
their
yeah.
house and stuff.
There was like a judge from somewhere like in Nigeria or something that lives in the UK that just got arrested for doing this.
Oh wow.
And she was like, this video of her being arrested, and she's like, "No, I have diplomatic immunity." Like, she's
Right, she's
because
above
she's
the
a
law.
judge. Yeah.
Fuck's
She's
sake.
like, it's
Diplomatic immunity is a cool thing. That was in D.C. Growing up around embassies. You guys have embassies in London, but yeah, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
if they kill somebody, they can go hide in the embassy, and it's a different
Like
country.
Assange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Assange.
yeah,
He
yeah,
did it
that's
for a
what he
while,
did.
and then he started eating his own shit or something.
Really? Yeah.
Well,
He
he was
went
going
pretty
really.
crazy.
Yeah, he
But
was
he also
started
fucked
pooping
Madonna, I
all-
think.
He fucked Madonna.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Julian
Yeah,
Assange.
yeah. I
Maybe
think
we were
it
thinking
was
of a
Mad-
different guy.
No.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
she
he
was
was the one who
visiting
think-
him in
Oh,
the
wow,
embassy.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was
Jesus.
Madonna. It was one of those.
Yeah, because I'm also thinking of
Fucking
Snowden
WikiLeaks.
too. Yeah, Assange went crazy, but Snowden was the other whistleblower who also had to like disappear.
Yeah,
for
he's
a while.
in Russia, right?
Call me a whistleblower as well, but for
I
different
know
reasons.
you're a
Yeah,
fucking
whistleblower.
whatever,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, chief. But yeah,
Wait, so the diplomatic immunity is basically just like COVID for him. You know what I mean? You're just
yeah,
stuck in a house.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I mean, because other countries are probably amped when like one country exposes that they're doing bad stuff.
Yeah, so like, would you think now, like Snowden and stuff, are they like a hero? Chelsea Handler, not Chelsea Handler.
Chelsea Handler.
What's the trans whistleblower?
Yeah, right. The trans one. I don't
Chelsea
remember.
Manning.
Chelsea Manning.
Ah,
Yeah.
Manning. Yeah,
Chelsea
Eli's
Womaning.
sister. Yeah, Chelsea Womaning. There you
There
go.
we go.
But
Chelsea
yeah, no-
Unmanning.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, say goodbye to my little friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Here
you.
all week.
Thank you. I stole that line from a friend, but I applied it to that. I love that
That's
line
great.
so much.
That's great.
Yeah, so diplomatic immunity. I don't think we give a shit about whistleblowers
No.
at all. It's like a blip on the radar thing where they're cool. Like they might as well be like a TikTok star for a week. you know?
Yeah.
And we're like, well, are you blowing more whistles? Like you blew a whistle one time.
Yeah.
If you're not constantly blowing whistles, we don't fucking
But Julian,
care.
yeah, I guess
true,
he blew a lot of whistles. Like
Yeah,
he was like he
WikiLeaks.
got bukakied in whistles.
Yeah,
It was just-
true.
Yeah,
Lots
yeah,
They were
yeah.
just whistling all over
Constant
him.
whistles.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
yeah.
why people gave a fuck for a
Yeah,
while.
true.
'Cause
Assange
he
is
actually,
like-
he's free now.
The
which is
king of
insane.
whistle. Yeah, he's free. Where is he though?
In Australia. Just
Oh
chilling.
right, yeah, because he
Surely
can't come
He's
back.
on the beach. Just
Was that
fucking-
where was he from?
Australia.
Oh, that's where. So he got to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
back to his hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely he's like living now in fear of being like assassinated for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's
right?
not like that dude.
Sanguinated.
The
Yeah.
Russian one. What was his
Sanguinated.
name?
I don't know.
Letsky something. Nikola. So, the Russian guy who died in prison.
Oh,
I love him.
Nikolai.
Reuters
Fuck,
would
I
always
can't-
tell me about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
There was a free channel on the smart TV.
Yeah.
If you buy a TV at Walmart, it comes with Reuters.
Yeah, Reuters is just the news outlet that pretty much every other news outlet gets.
Yeah.
the news
Right.
It's like AP.
and then they
yeah.
just reword it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I love that.
But they poisoned that guy Nikolai.
Yeah.
With ricin or something.
Yeah, well, original, like, they poisoned his underwear,
Fried
which was
ricin.
hilarious.
What?
Yeah, fried rice. Yeah, so he gets out of prison.
Yeah.
Goes into a coma with the poison.
Yeah.
And then he calls the KGB, pretending to be one of them.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, good talking. How did we poison that guy, by the way? What did we do again?
Yeah.
And they told him on the phone. They were like, yeah, we, like, covered his underwear in the thing. So he just put the underwear on, fucking poisoned him.
We should do that to Chris.
Isn't that great to learn how you can do
Wait,
shit
he
like
found
this to
out
people?
that
He just pretended to be KGB,
Yeah.
called them,
The
and
hotline,
they told
the
him.
Then why did he
hotline.
put his underwear on after that?
Well, that was before that. This is after he got out of the coma.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he just figured it out by
Yeah,
calling him
wow.
up. But yeah, so yeah, it's cool. Like,
I love he was sniffing his own underwear.
That's
Yeah,
what I
right.
was. Yeah. He knew he had an underwear fetish.
Yeah.
They should have put it on his wife's underwear. Then he
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
why
yeah.
everyone should wear their wives' underwear.
Yeah,
because-
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. You got to be safe. Have someone else wear your underwear first.
Yeah.
Because then they'll die.
So you went to Epstein's.
I went to
house.
Epstein's
And
house.
was there other people there, like doing the
No,
tourism thing?
just the road work. No, I think I was probably the only. I'm sure
Right.
other people do sometimes,
Right.
but I'm the only. So I tried to break into Pizzagate. You remember that one? You
Yeah.
remember that story, Pizzagate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
pedo?
so I live like right down the road from the pizza shop, right? Because
Wow.
it's in DC.
Right.
So me and my buddy, we go in with
Sorry,
a camera.
just for the listeners, Pizzagate is where they said the Clintons were running a pedophile
yes,
ring.
a
out of the
pedophile
basement.
ring. And okay, but get this. So it's a little
Pedophile
suspicious.
ring, that's what a little kid gives the pedophile when they want to beef together
People
forever.
they don't
Like Gollum.
really talk about the pizza place where Pizzagate happened. It's attached to like a family center
Oh.
that would be for like rehabbing families or
Perfect.
like doing therapy for. So it's like, okay, well there was probably children literally
in
in
the
the
vicinity.
building next door.
Children
Yeah.
that have
So-
already...
Yeah, children
Didn't-
who are traumatized.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
ready.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're primed
Yeah,
up.
They're experienced.
Yeah.
They're
I
veterans.
do you think like the abused kids they have to hook up with, to put lightly, a like priest first? I think they do a holy man thing first, and if they can
That's like a
survive
gateway?
that, yeah, it's a gateway to the politicians.
Okay.
Because I think
priests are gentle and.
and priests are easier to be fall guys than the politicians, because if the politician does, it's like we got to make sure this kid's been vetted and he's not
Well,
gonna
that
like
he's
flip
He's
on
not,
him.
clean.
not a snitch.
Yeah, he's not a snitch. And if he gets, if he lets the priest fuck him, then he'll probably
Yeah.
let us fuck
I think
him.
they test the kids for STDs before they send them to the island just to make sure they're.
You'd
clean.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Ethical.
don't want to be fucking okay, Jesus Christ, fucking a dirty kid.
No.
I mean-
yeah, as you take a sip of the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Hey, woo, not fucking kid. But yeah, so we went into Pizzagate and
Yeah.
we ran downstairs with a camera and
Yeah.
like tried to look for like secret doors to like.
Right.
It is a very creepy place though. And so we filmed this
Do
and
they
we
still sell pizza?
yeah, they still sell pizza. It just went
Nice.
right back up. So we filmed all this. We put it on YouTube
Hmm.
and just titled it a review of like the Pizzagate restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
It got taken down and like scrubbed from the internet.
Really?
It's
Yeah?
the only thing I've
Wow.
ever filmed that got completely like scrubbed. So I was like,
And you-
That's what they do with the
interesting.
kids.
Yeah.
They're fucking
And
scrubbing
you
the
uploaded
kids.
videos of you fucking
I-
snuff videos killing hookers.
Hey,
and
whoa.
everything. Whoa.
No, we're in love.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
ho.
yeah, so Austin, and then I go to New York City. I have an ex out there. I helped her move,
Okay.
and then a few days later, she kicked me out of her apartment and was threatening to throw all my shit on the street.
Right.
Because
okay.
I did a podcast actually.
Okay.
I did a podcast and I was a half hour late to a dinner I didn't even know we were gonna
Infowars.
have. Yeah, so I get kicked out of her apartment, and luckily I have friends in New York, so I have another place to stay. And while I'm with my friend, I'm like, you know what? I just got kicked out. I'm gonna text other women I know in New York because I'm pissed. You know, this is fucked up.
So sorry. What was the podcast? Did you say something on the podcast?
No,
No,
she was late.
I was just late. So I told her the podcast would probably be 1 hour.
Right. Okay. I thought
The
you
pod-
said you. Okay.
No,
yeah.
podcast was an hour and a half, and that just was enough for her to be like, "Fuck you." And,
Okay.
well, she's also.
Well, that's
got-
why she's an ex, probably, right?
She'll never listen to this. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, she's got her own issues, and I won't say more than that. But yeah, so I'm at my friend's place now, and I'm texting other women because I'm like, fuck this, nobody's holding me down. So I get in contact with a girl who'd been like DMing me over the last 4 years, basically, and I'm like, oh, you're in New York, like, going to hang out? She's like, yeah. So I go meet this girl. We have a nice time. I have sex with her in the bathroom of an Irish pub.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. And she's like, we're gonna go to dinner Sunday. I'm gonna be your social media manager. I never hear from again. She blocks me on
Right.
social media.
That's a bad social media.
And I
manager.
go, what the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to mismanage this.
Yeah.
But and I have no idea why. Me and my friends are trying to figure out why. It's either she like has a boyfriend, maybe, so
Mhm.
she's trying to erase all, evidence. And
Yeah.
another person said she's embarrassed, but it's like, embarrassed of what? He's like, well, you fucked her in a bathroom. It's like, so?
Hmm.
And I'm not embarrassed.
Yeah.
But so now I'm very curious, and she gave me a photo, which I have in my wallet still.
Okay.
I'm looking for like a detective.
Right.
But no,
Okay.
she gave me like a wallet-sized photo the night I met her, which is really funny. And here, let's pull it out. Maybe we won't show it to the camera, but
No, maybe
it's
not.
on the
No.
cards. But
These are just all
here it
different
is.
people's credit cards. And
I know.
all just
How do you
all
think
your
I
different
paid to get here?
aliases. fake
So
credit
here
cards.
she is.
Okay.
Check her out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's about 12. Just
Hey.
fucking- No, I'm joking.
I
I'm
told you I
joking.
was at Epstein's house.
No, she's
Yeah, I
hot
can-
though.
I can
Yeah,
picture her
right.
bent
So it's
over
a
a
pretty
toilet.
girl. It's a pretty girl. And,
Is she Irish, red hair?
Hey,
Yeah.
don't give away details.
Oh, sorry, I bleeped that part.
We could
Yeah.
She could potentially have a boyfriend who's gonna come.
Oh
here to
yeah,
me.
yeah. We
I've
don't
had a boyfriends reach out to me before and be like, "I'm gonna kill you."
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird when they blame the guy that
I'm
she's
like-
cheated on. Like,
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't
kill
know.
the woman. Like,
I
that's,
didn't-
Yeah, don't
they're
fucking
easier to
yeah.
kill for one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would never do
It's
that.
her fault.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I'll cheat on a girl, but I won't cheat with a girl who has a boyfriend because I'm
What?
scared of men.
No.
I thought it was just like the bro code. Thing.
No,
you don't wanna
I'm
fuck
just scared a
over
guy's
fucking-
gonna fight
bros.
me.
Right.
It's like, what's a girl gonna do? Cut my penis off in my sleep?
Yeah, the old
That's
Chelsea
never
Manning.
happened.
That-
The old Chelsea Manning.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was the movie? Amelia Perez. That was about her. Right?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I
that
loved
was-
Amelia Perez.
Dude, that's the worst movie I've ever fucking seen.
Did you
in my
watch
life.
it?
Yeah, I watched
I know.
it. Yeah.
I watched it. Trans Scarface, basically. That's where the line comes from.
Yeah.
The scars
Scar
weren't.
crotch.
Yeah, the scars weren't on her face.
Oh, yeah. And sure, she just wanted to like hook
was
up with
got-
her ex-wife or whatever, which was weird. If she didn't tell her, it's all a very
Yeah.
weird movie.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very. Imagine that, like what a mind fuck. Like, yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back as a lady and try to fuck my wife who doesn't know it's me.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm like dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's why I won Oscars.
If they
Yeah.
called
Good
it Scar
fucking
Pussy,
story.
I would have seen
Scar
it.
Scar pussy is
They probably
great.
do it, and they market it as a fucking comedy. It's
Yeah.
a comedy.
If they,
Yeah.
if that was a like a Seth Rogen, what's the other guy, Cohen something. If that was the plot to one of their movies, it would be an amazing comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Amelia Perez is basically Miss Doubtfire too.
It is.
If
yeah.
he just really
it's Mexican
committed.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
He wanted to be with his children.
Yeah.
So he didn't pretend to be a lady.
Yeah.
He became a lady.
He did. Yeah. He went all in.
Yeah.
I was fuming. I watched the Oscars,
Uh-huh.
and Zoe Saldana won. for
Saldana.
was
Best
that?
Saldana,
Is
is
that-
it?
Which
It is
one
now,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
He's putting the tilde on it.
Saldana. and
Was she in that?
Yeah,
She
she
was
won
in it.
best.
Best supporting
supporting
actress.
Was she
actress?
the? She was the.
The lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, brutal.
You didn't
So
like
What was
that?
the crowd?
No.
Aw.
Was there any like? Was it obvious in the crowd that they were like, "What the fuck"?
No, because she'd won the SAG and the
Nice.
fucking Globes, and so
Hell
people were
yeah.
kind of expecting it.
Right, right.
But like, they should have given it to. Have you seen The Brutalist?
no.
The woman in that should have fucking won it. Adrian
Yeah.
Brody's,
Okay.
yeah, amazing.
Yeah, I didn't
Felicity
see The
Jones or
Brutalist.
something.
All I saw was the clip in the Oscars for like him maybe getting it. You know.
He did a 6-minute fucking speech.
Yeah,
It's
I
nearly
love-
as long as The Brutalist.
Dude, the nomination clips they show
Yeah.
for the actors are so good. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's whatever the movie, and it's always screaming and yelling and crying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, what
always
was the scene from
yeah.
Emilio
Always
Perez?
screaming
Was it
around.
the penis to vagina?
Vagina, yeah.
Oh my, yeah, that's what they showed
That's
for.
the-
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah, Amelia Perez.
Bone
Wait,
Yang.
they didn't.
No, they didn't. No,
Oh fuck! I was
no.
gonna say because everything's singing, right? There's no dialogue. It's
No, there
all
is dialogue.
songs.
There's
It goes
dialogue.
into songs every 20
Yeah.
minutes. But like one of the songs from that movie got nominated for best
Oh sure,
original
yeah.
song or whatever.
Did it win?
And it's
Right?
terrible.
Oh.
It's a really bad.
Was it the
song.
penis vagina song?
Not the penis vagina
Oh,
song. That would
was
have
a
been
good one.
great.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a music. It's like Alexandra Hamilton, the movie.
right.
'Cause
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
female
Yeah.
version,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it good?
I don't know. I
It's
guess.
just all this is the black play, right? They're all black, is it?
Well, Lin-Manuel. Yeah, the George Washington is black,
Right.
and Lin-Manuel is, I
Chickenton.
guess,
I don't
Latin
know.
or whatever.
Sorry.
What did you say?
Instead of Hamilton chicken, I don't know.
Chickenton? What the fuck does that mean?
Black people like chicken.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Hey, it's 2025.
I
We
know,
all like
yeah.
chicken. We're all ladies. We all have both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that's probably the future. Everyone's trans.
Yeah. I mean, because they say what it's in the water or it's in.
Oh yeah, it's making the frogs gay.
Yeah.
Alex Jones told us that.
Yeah.
But
But I could. I mean, my tits are growing in now.
well,
you
yeah.
know, I
Hope,
can,
well, we're gonna merge with robots soon enough.
as in we're gonna like have sexual relations with robots, or
Well, that, but plus we're gonna integrate, robots in our
the
head,
Yeah.
like
chip-
AI chips.
Yeah, AI chips.
Yeah, so
When we
we're
make
not.
them
It'll be nice to go on
Do you think
autopilot.
that kind of sucks for AI that they have to merge with that? Like,
Yes,
you know what I
it
mean?
does
Like,
suck
it makes
for them.
them because we get smarter from the chip,
Yeah.
but then AI is like, oh, I'm just a retarded fucking human. Now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
every movie the robots yearn to live anyway.
Yeah,
you
and then
know?
they're like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be bad for both of us.
Yeah. Like what's it? iRobot.
iRobot.
My pronouns are iRobot.
Oh my god, that's good. My program. Yeah,
Did you see Will Smith's new song?
my programs.
Oh
are-
my
It's
god.
so
he's got a new
bad.
song? Does he mention iRobot?
No, it's
Oh.
nothing to do. He doesn't touch on it at all.
Oh.
The dog from iRobot's in it though. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a love song.
No way.
It's an ode
the
to
dog
the dog.
from
I
iRobot.
want
You
the-
mean the
the
dog from
Alsatian.
I Am
It's like-
Legend?
Oh, it's I Am Legend.
There you go.
God damn it.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was in iRobot.
He was
as
in
well.
iRobot and I Am Legend.
The
Yeah.
dog.
The dog was in both?
No. Oh,
No.
Will Smith was in both.
Yeah, Will Smith was in
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking of I Am Legend.
both. Okay, you're thinking of that.
Just such a gross title
Yeah.
to call yourself a legend, you know?
I know, it is pretty
Yeah.
gross. Well, he got humbled. He had to play a slave after he slapped Chris Rock. You remember that? That was his punishment.
Was that the industry being
Yeah,
like,
they're
Oh,
like, that was
100%.
punishment. He was
Yeah.
sentenced to.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like Alec Baldwin having to do a reality show now.
oh, is he doing a reality show?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I've watched every episode. Listen, there's bald wins and bald losses. Okay? And
how often does he cry about shooting
Dude,
a person on
he-
set?
Yeah.
every 5 minutes on the episode, he goes, "I wish I wasn't alive."
Really?
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Is it Dancing
amazing.
with the Stars?
it's amazing because like it's supposed to be this fun, bouncy reality show with his 7 children that he lives in
Oh
an
my God.
apartment
Oh, yes,
with.
yeah, I've seen
He
the
lives in an
trailers for this.
apartment with 7 kids and like 5 dogs.
And
It's
his
like,
wife who pretends to be Mexican
yeah,
or
it's
something? or
disturbing
Spanish?
because
Yeah.
he's built this like beautiful hell for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think he sees it as like, okay, I've taken out 1, but I've brought in 7, so like,
Maybe.
I'm still on the positive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When he gets to the pearly gates, he'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm up 6.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's trying
Yeah.
to compensate for
That
the
should be a
fucking
rule. Is like you should be
Yeah.
able to, as long as you
As long as you
replace
brought
the
him
people
on.
you killed.
killed.
Yeah, I
you
think
should
that's
so.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I
yeah.
haven't killed anyone.
They
yet, so
say
I don't have to
put
have
more
any kids.
back
That's
than
not
you
that you
take,
know.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the thing with like his wife pretended to be Spanish.
Yeah.
You know this thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
She was on that Hilaria. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was on the
Hilaria.
cooking show, and she was like, "What do you call
Oh,
this?
right, yeah.
How do you call?
She's
How
a
do you call
hottie.
this?" And it's just like you fucking. Speak.
She's
It's
so
a
hot,
tomato,
though.
you cunt.
I can imagine him. I mean, yeah, she's so hot that like, even after 6 kids, he goes, "I still don't want to pull out."
Yeah,
No.
she is smoking hot.
He's like,
yeah.
"I don't care. I'll keep making them."
But that movie Rust it's coming out.
It's
soon.
about a vagina.
Yeah.
It's about her vagina.
The director's cut. They're gonna
Yeah, the
It's
bloopers.
about her vagina.
Um,
The bloopers.
yeah.
Or they just leave that and take in the movie.
Which you know what's fucking hilarious is like when they put the shot of it, that was of him when he shot the woman.
Yes.
In like newspapers and stuff, it was like beautifully color graded.
Oh,
and stuff.
really?
Like it's
Oh.
like so it's like they took the raw footage and they're like, we'll make it look cinematic,
Tasteful.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, who did the editing for this? It's
I
like
wonder
just
how
a frame of
yeah,
someone
I wonder
killing
how
someone.
many people have that footage, or like who's gotten to see it. Probably police, I guess.
Yeah, it's
I'm surprised it's not
police
on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Usually that
Well,
shit
it's
gets
kind of like
leaked.
Kobe Bryant's dead body. Like the police have his like
I could probably
Yeah.
find it on the dark web.
the Kobe Bryant's
Kobe
dead body.
Bryant's
Well,
dead
they got
body.
in trouble because his wife sued the police force because like cops were like drunk in bars, like showing their buddies Kobe Bryant's dead body.
fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, so they got in trouble. But I get it because it's like, dude, it's one of the most famous basketball players on earth. You're gonna want to take a picture of his dead body.
Of course.
I get
yeah.
it. Like everyone wants to see
It's like
that.
the highlight of that.
You know, it's like
fireman's
a
life,
it's like
or-
a train. It's like a train wreck. You know, you can't help but look. You know, I
Mm.
know there's nothing to gain from you know seeing his dead body, but hey, I kind of want to see it.
Well, do you think it was like a selfie, like a this, or was
Yeah.
Oh wow, that'd be really fucked up.
that would be really
He
fucked
spun
up?
a basketball on his finger.
Yeah, oh my god.
Get a basketball. Get a basketball. Get a
Oh
basketball.
my god.
Yeah. Put
Yeah.
a basketball in his lap. He said
Well,
this.
somebody probably took his shoes off and his clothes.
Oh, yeah.
These are the
Yeah.
like, helicopters.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Do you think that someone did a helicopter with his dick?
Oh my god. Good lord. Dude, British.
when the plane was
humor.
going down, they're like, "Try spin your dick. You might be able to save us."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fucked up.
Hey, you
man.
brought him up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did bring him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's my
Yeah.
fault.
If you
I
bring
don't
up
know.
a
Gravity brought
dead
him down.
I don't
basketball
know.
player, we're
I
gonna
know.
fucking make
I don't
fun
know
of his
why I'm
dick.
pretending anything's not.
I was thinking
okay.
that like if the plane crashed, like they took his shoes to like
Yeah,
as, like,
100%.
memorabilia.
Yeah,
As a souvenir.
yeah. And, they're, like,
And
half
then
burned
they were
shit.
like, when the police got there, they're like, "Oh, he was flying barefoot."
I guess he
you
was
know?
flying barefoot.
Yeah. But yeah, because I remember there was a story where a guy, this Liverpool, some team here signed this footballer from Europe, and then he was getting like flown over in a helicopter to
Uh-huh.
like sign the contract, and the
Yeah.
helicopter went down in the ocean,
Oh wow.
and then the people who found the body took a photo of him, but his
Yeah.
body had been in the ocean for like a month.
Oh my
So
god.
he was just like, you know, they're
It's
all
not-
bloated.
Yeah.
and they're all
Oh god.
like this.
Yeah.
I
He
remember
looks like
seeing
a
that
soccer
photo.
ball.
What?
He looks like a soccer ball.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does look
yeah,
like a football.
That makes
he
sense.
does. Yeah, he's just there
Yeah.
like the Michelin man, like eyes all bulging and stuff.
Wow.
I remember seeing the photos on Twitter. It was fucking
Content, man.
mental. But those guys
Yeah.
went to prison. The guys who took the
But really? They went to prison?
Yeah, they got some serious
Surely that was
shit.
international
hell?
waters. Come on.
Huh?
And you
It's
find
international
that's
waters.
evidence.
Yeah.
You just found evidence.
Yeah, but it's like the family and the. To be honest, they
That's
didn't look
crazy.
anything like him.
There was
so
a
it's like-
guy
Right.
there was a guy in Australia who like was pulled over by the cops, and then the cops got hit by a car and they were like dying in their car, and he took out his phone and he was like, "Hey, you fucking cunts!
Oh,
like, look
wow.
at you!"
Nice.
And it's not illegal to do that, so he didn't really get any trouble
Oh,
for that.
nice.
They only got him for like reckless driving or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
But-
you not try and save them?
No, he didn't. Which I thought that was the thing. I thought you
Yeah.
had. I thought if
Right.
you didn't call for help, but maybe someone else had already called for help or something. But he was just like, "Oh, look at this fucking bitch."
That's tough.
Right.
yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Rough and
What
tumble.
is the law of that if you don't intervene in a?
It
thing?
must be different in
Well,
different
that was
countries.
the
But I
end
think
of the
you're
Seinfeld
supposed to. You're supposed to call if you're the first person at the scene of a car crash. You have to call.
You can't
Huh.
just turn and go. That's too bad.
Yeah.
And
I
then
didn't-
just keep
Hey
walking.
man,
see
that's
nothing.
part of life, you know.
Hey man,
Oops.
that's the way the cookie
Yeah,
crumbles.
that's how
Grab
it
a
is.
glass of milk.
Damn.
Yeah, there was a guy in Ireland. There was like a woman. She was driving, and she crashed with a lorry, and then the thing, like her head got cut off. And
Oh,
then
wow.
Her body was in the car, and then her head was like
Oh,
fucking
shit.
down there, and people were taking videos of.
Awkward.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah, that's tough.
People were driving by getting videos of it. It went all over Twitter, and I think they might have passed a law in Ireland where you can't
Can't film dead
can't
bodies.
film the like the immediate aftermath
Oh,
of a
wow.
fucking car crash or whatever.
Huh.
But yeah, like you see, that's like the go-to thing. The minute you see like
Anything.
with cops, especially.
Yeah,
the
for
minute
sure.
the cops. But I don't blame people. I mean, you see it on Reddit all the time where like
Yeah, people get
cops
murdered.
pull
and
over
shit.
black people
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and they take out their phones. I'm like,
Yeah.
do it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean they got their body cams, but you know sometimes they turn them off. Or
They turn 'em
cover
off,
I
yeah,
love
it's like-
watching those.
Or they do
like-
this
I love
thing-
body cam videos.
They do this
yeah.
thing where they turn on their torches and they shine it at the camera so that you can't disturbs the lens, like you can't
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
This is this new trick that they do when they like break into a
They
house.
wanna
They
do
all
something.
put their lights on so it's like you
Okay.
can't see.
Interesting.
But so where were we there with New York? You're in New York and then
I'm in New York. I get kicked out. I have sex with the girl in the bathroom, and so I come to New York because a girl from London, actually, Birmingham, maybe I
Ooh.
believe.
Ooh.
She I went on one date with her last year, and she wants me to create an OnlyFans for her.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
So I'm gonna come out and create an OnlyFans for her.
Nice.
That's what
So
brought you
you're
here.
gonna star
yeah,
in
that's what
it?
brought me here.
P-
Maybe
POV.
I might,
Yeah.
yeah. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, she's just this beautiful girl, and
How do you meet these women?
It was a dating app, and
Okay.
we went on a date, and it went fine. You know, it went well. And she was just really hot, and I like floated the idea past her a year ago. I'm like, you should make an OnlyFans. Like, you're really hot. You probably make money. And then a year later, she's decided like, yeah, I want to do it. And you know, she knows I have a camera and like I've got lights, so
Big
I can
dick.
do it for you. Yeah, I'll fucking make it. She just doesn't want to like do anything on the app. She's like, you do everything. You know, I just want to take pictures or whatever.
Lazy sod.
So I'm like, sweet, yeah, for
Andrew,
sure.
This is some Andrew Tate shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just floated it to her, you know.
I know. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I should be meeting her
Yeah, next
week
time we
at
see
some
you, you're
point.
gonna be bald.
Oh man,
Yeah,
or
but
she
it-
kills me, or I
You've
don't know. Who
converted to
knows?
Islam.
Yeah, I mean it is a crazy idea, but I'm like, yeah, that's enough for me to go take a trip to London. Fuck it.
Nice.
So hey, maybe it'll
Yeah,
work.
fuck
Maybe I'll
yeah.
make money.
So
Why
what are you
not?
gonna do for this lady at the point?
You know, take pictures, film her, post it on a profile for her, and you know, we'll split the money.
You're kind of like just producer.
It's like a digital
what's
pimp.
the
yeah.
split?
It'd be
Digital pimp.
50-50,
That's a
at least
great-
for now. We'll see if she fucking is okay with that eventually. But yeah, you know, she seems real shady. Who knows what'll happen? But
Are you gonna
I'm-
fuck her on camera? Or are you
we'll
just-
see. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
But you know, for extra money. But you know, I'm 35 and getting that message. You know, I'm like, well,
When's that gonna happen again?
Yeah, I'm like, when in my life will this
Yeah.
kind of crazy, strange opportunity come my way? I don't want to look back and think, hey, what if I made that girl's OnlyFans? Like, that'd
Exactly.
be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
it's a really hot chick. So
most
I'm like,
of the decisions I make are based on that. I'm
yeah,
like,
and
this
it's
may never happen
Dude,
again.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like I'm telling all my buddies in America, and they're like, it sounds too good to be true. Like, you gotta get over there before she changes her mind. So yeah, it's like, you know, I'm here, we'll see what happens. But you know, luckily, you know, I already know enough people to do shows out here, so it's like, you know, either way, happy to be back out for a little bit. And, you know,
Yeah.
do the CHIEFCAST, man.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. Maybe you'll see my dick on the internet. It's already on other people's OnlyFans, but because it's like
Nice.
POV
Oh, yeah,
stuff, you don't
yeah.
know it's me.
Fuck yeah.
So what am I worried people are gonna recognize me from that? It's
From your
like,
cock?
yeah, exactly. So,
Wait, so you've done POV porn where you have the camera on your head and then you're fucking the woman and it's just
basically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
you just don't know it's me. I've also done it where you do know it's me. I streamed with a girl for like a couple weeks. And, you know, that was more reckless, but I think that was. No, I guess it was after I'd gotten on TV.
So
I
is that
just
still
didn't care.
just there? Still just
Well,
floating
because
around?
it was live, I don't think it was anything recorded.
Okay,
at least
yeah.
not to my knowledge. Like, I've tried to look for it because we had, you know, fake names and stuff. So I type in the fake names and see if anything comes
Right.
up. Nothing comes up. So,
Yeah, I mean, there's just someone would have had to have been screen recording.
Yeah, you'd have to screen
and
record.
Why would? Yeah.
I mean, I get
They
why
might-
you
people
would.
probably no. People probably keep it for themselves. But what's
Yeah,
the
they
point
keep
in
it for
uploading
themselves.
that?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Dude, John Jacobs.
Yeah, yeah,
cock.
maybe. Yeah, who knows? Well, for
Yeah.
that one too, I tried to stay off camera as much as I could, but you know,
Yeah.
every now and then I have to be on camera.
your dick's so big you
Yeah.
can just be off camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, I'm clearly living like an insane. You know, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what.
Is there any other way to live, brother?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what else am I fucking... And I've been applying to TV shows and shit, but it's like, the more I get rejected, the closer I'm getting to just full
Have you
on
applied
doing
for the
porn.
Alec Baldwin reality show
Dude,
thing?
I know,
Introduce
as
you as
what?
like a wacky
Target
wild
practice.
card.
I'm
Yeah.
Tile.
You
Yeah,
just come in
Miss-
dressed up as the guy
Oh
that's from
my
the cowboy
God.
from Rust.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I
Um,
would love to be on that.
So wait, what TV shows are you applying for?
So I had 4 auditions for one called Dating Naked UK.
Okay. Oh, I think I've seen that. I've
I
seen
would
that
live
show,
in a
yeah.
house naked. I did 4 auditions. The last one was completely naked.
Oh.
Wow.
And I was supposed to find out last week if I got it, and I
Yeah.
didn't hear from him, so I'm assuming that means I didn't get it.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I didn't get that one. But yeah, like every fucking reality TV show you've ever heard of, I've applied to, and I've gotten tons of callbacks, but never made it through to the next one.
You must be super confident in your body to be doing all these naked fucking.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
think I'm fine with it. Yeah, no problem with being naked on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, plus I'm like, I got to play to my strengths. I'm like, what won't other people do? And it's like, be naked on camera seems to be a thing people don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I'll do it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
will pay the weak.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't. I if you have a big fat cock, or just a long dick,
Uh-huh.
I think it like you can just be the fattest, ugliest fuck in the world. People will want to see a big.
Yeah, that was
thanks,
like
mate.
Ron Jeremy, right? He was like
Ron
an
Jeremy?
ugly fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, he was an American porn star. He's like
Do
in
you not
prison
know Ron
now.
Jeremy?
The name rings a bell.
You
I just
would
thought he
know-
was.
you
like
would know
a-
He
his
looked like
face.
Super
No.
Mario or something.
He's like the greasy porn star.
yeah, greasy
from the
Italian guy.
But he had a
It's
big dick?
disgusting. Apparently, yeah. Well,
Big fat cock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince, and it just sounds like I know the guy in Louis, the kid, the twink. I'm trying to tell him, you fucking set up an OnlyFans and you won't have to. You
Twink
just do
in
comedy.
This is just for you. He's gonna have.
Well,
one
this is the thing. He keeps
subscriber.
saying you just want to see it because, and I'm like, no, he would clean up.
who is this?
He's a comedian from Berlin. He's like
Okay.
a little twink.
And
He's
he
like
was in
20.
Louis.
Huh?
He was in the TV
No, his
show.
No, his name is
Oh, his
Louis.
name is. Oh, I thought.
And I'm
there was a guy
like,
on
dude,
Louis'
set
team.
up an OnlyFans. You can quit your day job and focus purely on.
And it's just for
There's a comedian here who I won't say his name, but he used to be a stripper,
Okay.
and then he does OnlyFans, and then
Yeah.
he used to sell bags
do
of
I
his
know him?
shit.
Bags of his shit.
He used to
That's
sell
merch.
bags of his shit.
you-
Unlimited
fucking
merch, dude.
No.
That merch that makes itself.
It literally, yeah.
Wow.
So people be on OnlyFans, they're like, I'll buy a bag of your shit.
Good God.
He'd shit in the bag, and then he'd like double wrap it and whatever, and then he'd
Yeah.
just send it to them in a fucking Amazon package. or
That's
whatever.
awesome.
Shit. Do you
Yeah.
think someone would buy my shit? Because I shit
know, I
a
would
lot.
love
You
to do
shit
that.
a lot. Yeah.
Well, we all shit. Let's not
Yeah,
let's not
everybody
mince
shit.
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
Everyone in this fucking house
Everyone in this house
shits
shits
hard.
like
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
trooper. But I mean, yeah, like there's another comic, Mark Bittlestone, I think. He sells his like underwear
Okay.
online.
Yeah, these
is-
seem like great moves.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I think I have enough fucking thirsty gays who follow me. I'd probably be able to make a few
That's
bucks
pretty cool.
from
There was this
socks or something.
like she was like transgender mechanic that used to live next door to me back in Australia, and she was like insisted that I could make a lot of money beating the shit out of like businessmen who like getting they get off on being hurt.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like, she's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna make a killing out there. Like
Yeah.
she wanted to be like my pimp for like beating.
But gay businessmen who want to be beat up by a man.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, they get off on the healing, and then like you just like she's like they
healing.
want to be beat to a pulp. I'm like, who are these people?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would.
It's always businessmen.
It
Isn't
is.
It's
Yeah.
always proper.
Yeah, I know
squares
I
who
know
wanna
other
fucking-
cam girls, and they always say like the biggest spenders. They're like these Wall Street guys, and they just want her to berate them and call them like specifically. She says they want them to be called little dick babies. I guess that's like the opposite of their work life, maybe,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they're like the
People
head.
call
and
me
everything.
that. I don't like
Yeah.
it at all.
No, yeah. So it's these weirdos who want chicks to be like, yeah, you're just a little dick loser baby, pussy bitch, and they're like, hell yeah, here's.
But
I call
surely
it.
it's
I
got
call
some-
it trickle down your legonomics.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Never works.
But maybe it's something to do with to offset the like they're these powerful bankers.
Yeah.
And then they're like
It's-
they get off on like the
No, but
Yeah.
I think their self-esteem is low. Like that's why like they like it's not because
Why? Because they feel like they're doing something fucked up. So
no.
or what?
It's just that they do that because they get into that because they think that money is gonna fix them.
fix them.
and then they
And then
realize
they're
it doesn't.
rich.
So they're
Right,
like, I am
right.
just a little dick baby, just like I was in school. When
yeah,
I was-
call me a little dick baby. It
Yeah.
reminds me of my youth.
My mum used to call me a little dick baby.
Yeah.
When I was a baby.
So yeah, when I was a baby. So that's cool.
The guy I got with like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Oh yeah, I like to be like slapped around and
Yeah.
fucking choked and all this sort of stuff."
And you just want to make love, huh?
And I just want to make fucking
Yeah,
love.
That's
But
what makes
he
you
was just
gay.
like, "Yeah, I want you to fucking like
Yeah, hit
slap
me.
me," and I'm like,
No,
"How
but
hard do you?"
It's easier.
Right.
Is
I
it
don't
like-
know.
You don't want to fucking like proper like Yehoah. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta do
like,
you gotta
fucking-
do role play when you do because you gotta create a scenario in your head that as to why you're slapping them.
Right.
You know what I
He's-
mean?
Well, he's
'Cause-
black, so
Oh.
There you go.
yeah.
So
There
it
you
was
go.
easy for you to get
Dress
in
up
the
as a
character.
cop.
Did I ever
Dress
tell
up
you
as a
that
cop. There you go.
I was hooking up with someone who liked the priest outfit that we wear? And
Oh,
she
yeah,
wanted,
yeah,
she,
yeah.
she wanted. Did I tell this already?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh,
And
that's
like, she wanted me to dress up in the priest outfit,
Oh, I love that.
and like,
dress up as a little altar
we did
boy.
like a scenario was like I'd caught her masturbating during
Oh,
the
nice.
ceremony,
That's pretty cool.
so I spanked her with the Bible. And
Nice. Wow.
and then
That's pretty raw.
And then I had her read passages from the Bible out loud while I checked inside her for the devil.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that's insane.
That's a good one.
And there was some devil in there.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I could tell he smelled like
How do
shit.
you- I was about to say, how do you smell?
Oh my god.
And did you shoot this? Did you do this out in the church at the end of the road? Or did you
Oh,
do it in
I
the-
wish I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
That's like an
Was it-
award-winning role.
Yeah.
That's a big
Was it a
role.
hardback copy of the Bible or was it?
No, it was the one that you bought. The,
Oh, you have it right here?
Not that exact
Ah.
one.
Right. I was
That'd
gonna
be
say.
cool.
Because we have the same one. You
I'm
bought
gonna
two
lick
for
the
us.
cover later, but
Oh, you
Um,
bought 2 Bibles?
yeah.
Why is that?
I think we were both interested in sort of, reclaiming our faith.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh cool.
Yeah.
So you just suddenly after
Yeah,
all
I read
this-
the first page and I just got a headache.
It's
No,
so
same.
it's
Yeah.
so dense, but like
Oh
nothing.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
was
like so. It needs to be. They need another edit. Someone needs to go in and do another edit of the Bible.
Yeah,
These footnotes.
I was in a hotel because they have them in hotel rooms, you know. And yeah, I read the first page and it was like Adam and Eve, and it was like God. Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
I was like, if all that is on the first page, I'm like, this is way too much.
I just wait for the movie, you know.
Yeah, I'll just wait till I die. You know?
Yeah,
Then I get to
exactly.
see it in person.
Yeah. Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe that there's God, and I believe there's something after this, and you know what exactly that is. I think it's
An open
you
mic.
know, yeah, it's an open mic probably forever. But no, yeah, I think you get to go to heaven for as long as you want, and then you get to like pull a slot machine thing and go back down to earth if you want. Yeah, you know, it's like
and when you whatever lines up, that's what you're
And
reincarnating.
if you lose,
Yeah.
can you just go to hell?
Right.
Can the slot machine, if you like lose,
that would suck.
Or
No, I think you can only go to hell if you're bad on earth. I think once you're up there, you can't.
So you can
send
misbehave
to
in
hell.
heaven. Like what if you raped God?
Well, I think the idea is that
Yeah.
if you got up there, you wouldn't do that. That's like the. It's like the
Someone
trick.
has definitely
see.
tried to rape God up in heaven.
Probably, but
Yeah.
You try to give him a shoulder rub, like
Yeah, I
God,
wonder
you
if
must
you
be
can-
so tired. Listening
Yeah.
to those
Yeah,
prayers.
lifting you up.
Can you get demoted from heaven? That's a good question.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole thing with like maybe Christianity or Catholicism is that you can like stab a million hookers,
Yep.
rape, whatever.
I know where you're going.
And then the minute before you die, you go, "I'm so
Sorry."
sorry," and then they just go,
Yeah, but it's
"Yeah,
like,
fine."
but that's like, it's like, you know how people think like the pull-out method is good for sex,
Right.
But most people don't do it. They leave it too. You know what I mean? Like you have to be real good. That's like a pull-out method for life.
yeah, but also,
Right.
but,
Okay.
So you got to do it just in time.
but it
Because
also
you want to get one. You want to grab the nurse's ass as well. Just
Oh my god! But
you
no,
want to do
Yeah.
that and then apologize and then you're into
Imagine
heaven.
you apologize and then you grab a nurse's arse and you're like,
Darn
Damn
it.
it! Yeah,
"Damn it!"
exactly. You don't want to
No,
do that too early.
The
Yeah.
trick is it has to be sincere, so he
Yeah.
knows if it's not real.
He knows if you.
Yeah,
were
exactly. It's
sleeping.
just
Oh,
like
so he's
Santa
like
Claus.
kind of like Santa Claus.
Yeah, I think Santa is like to get you ready for God as a kid.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's the same shit.
It's the same shit, yeah, not
Yeah.
your nice list.
You get rewarded if you're good.
Mhm.
You get punished if you're bad.
Alright.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
thought that was like it's a very clever ploy to get boys and girls, or just kids in general, to behave themselves for the month of December.
For sure.
Because when I was growing up, that's the whole thing, was just like, if you did something bad, they were like, you know, Santa's
Santa.
watching, and then
Yeah.
you're like, all right, and then you end up sucking your dad's dick. You
I know.
Yeah.
Because there was a cardinal
Santa's a
at the Vatican who was tricking kids into having sex with him because he said
Cardinal
that
Sin.
if they did Cardinal Sin.
That was
he
his
said
name.
if they did stuff with him, he would help their family members get into heaven. So kids were putting in deals for like their uncle and shit, which is pretty
Wow.
fucked up.
That's
And,
pretty
you know,
crafty, but
yeah,
also
it's pretty,
clever.
I know that is
And
clever.
then imagine
Yeah.
the uncle finding out and he's like, "No, you're supposed to suck my dick."
right.
Right, yeah.
But also, what if the cardinal is telling the truth and he can
Yeah.
get them
He's
in?
got the keys to...
Yeah, he's got the keys to God.
That's
and
that's the emblem of the Vatican, is the keys to heaven, like that.
oh, is it?
Ooh.
Yeah, with wing.
Oh.
I've been doing a lot of research about the Vatican recently
Yeah.
for a joke. So I know a lot about the.
No.
I'm reading up on the Vatican.
Yeah, that is the only time we learn things.
is when you're
If it's for
yeah,
a bit or
yeah.
something.
I have
Yeah.
knowledge about the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know the history of like my own country, but I know like
Mm-mm.
the inner workings of the Vatican.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Because it might be funny, maybe.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
But yeah, because I was looking up like it's a country.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, I was trying to find out. It's 900 people,
That's all?
which is all. That's all. Yeah, 600
many.
of which
But
are.
do they actually live there, all 900?
Yeah.
So they don't commute into.
Oh, that's awesome. You get to
Oh
live
no,
there.
commute.
Yeah, you just
To
wake
work from
up and
home.
you're in the fucking...
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Working
all
from home.
working from home.
Yeah, they were working from home before it
Wow.
was fucking cool to
Ki-
do
like
it.
Kingdom of God.
Yeah, but yeah. So there's 600.
How
of which
big is it? How many
Oh,
square
it's not that.
kilometers?
It's not
It's
that
not
big.
that
I've
big.
been to the. Have you ever been to the Vatican?
Nope.
The Vatican's pretty sick. I'm not
I'd
gonna
love
lie.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have like the most porn
Oh,
in the basement and stuff.
Really?
The Vatican like archives or whatever. They like have porn in it.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Is
But
that
I was
in the
thinking of
Da
the
Vinci
roof
Code?
of the Sistine
No,
Chapel.
no,
with
it's porn, but it's also mostly like old
Confiscated.
porn. Yeah, it's like confiscated like old like
Mm.
paintings and shit.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Because that was like that was basically their porn when.
Well, that was
back
kind of
then,
like a
pre-camera.
workaround. There's like a workaround in because it would be wrong to just paint like a sexy naked lady.
Yeah.
Back then, so they're like, okay, well, what's the next best thing?
There's like a light
A
shining
little
down on her.
baby's cock.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But yeah, if you're like a heavenly angel or whatever, you
Yeah.
can get away with some porn.
You know the thing where they say that why all the statues have tiny penises?
Why is that?
And it was seen as like, it was the reverse of how we view penises now, and is that back then it was considered like grotesque to have a massive
Yeah.
dick, and it was actually
really?
considered a good thing to have a small dick.
Yeah, I have a bit about this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good for
One of my mates had a bit about
Yeah.
where he was like some guy was like making a statue of some other guy, and the guy turns up and he's like, dude, don't give me a big dick, and he's just like, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. It's this
Yeah, I
tiny
got you.
fucking...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's positives of it. Like,
Yeah.
you can run without worrying about it, like flapping around or whatever.
I've never felt more comfortable in my body than strolling around the Vatican. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
So I've got a tiny penis. And
Oh wow, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel right at home.
yeah, you probably got a big dick, do you?
I don't know, man. Wait,
Ask the women.
wait, check the Patreon.
Yeah, check
dude.
the. Yeah, we don't know spoilers
Yeah,
for the
we had-
fucking. Because remember, So you've. How does porn pay? Does it pay well?
I have no idea
Well, now
what
it's
real
what you-
porn pays. All I know
yeah.
is like the OnlyFans stuff or like the stream thing that I did. It was something like, so all you're really doing is like it's people in a lobby and you're hoping that they'll like take you to like their private chat or whatever, and that's where you'd like fuck someone on the screen or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And what it was like the private chat. It was like $20 a minute. So you just want to hold them in there because like you're just sitting there in the lobby and then it's like, hey, you put us in private chat, we'll have sex in there. And then
If I
they
did,
put
I'd make $10. Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 10 seconds. In
Yeah.
there. But So it was something. That's how it was for live streaming, and you know, I don't know if you can change your own rate or what.
I met a girl at a party once who, instead of giving me her number, she gave me her like cam name.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
That's fucked up.
That I had to buy credits to like
Oh, that
message her.
sucks.
Yeah.
Remember back then you had to get
But
credit?
then,
Yeah,
so
that's
then,
fucked.
but then, I actually ended up having sex with her.
There you go.
But then when I hit her up again, she was like, "Oh, come meet me here." And I looked at it, and it was a brothel.
Oh wow.
And I was like, "This is the longest."
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah,
how
it
you
was
tried
all
to get
ads.
me into
Yeah,
that
it was-
brothel.
Yeah.
it was all
It's like I
promo.
already fucked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've completely
You
lost
could-
interest.
You could skip the middleman.
That's her calling you now, is it?
Might have to take this.
Is your boss?
Interesting. No, it's her.
It's Destiny
She's
got
got-
it. Oh,
Come
you're
on.
taking the mic with you. Jesus
Uh-oh.
Christ Almighty.
That's all right.
Um.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's immigration calling Hamish to. So anyway, what was I going to say there? Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I remember when you were here the last time you were. I think we're on the Patreon now, so it's fine. But it's something about a girl spat your jizz into your own mouth. Was
That's the girl who I'm starting the OnlyFans with.
Ah.
Wow. I'm happy you remember that.
right,
Yeah, that's
I
who
think
I'm
about
starting it
I think
with.
about it at least once a day.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She brought it up again. She's like, I'm not gonna do that again, dude. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you. Yeah,
But
please.
she did
don't.
that like without consent, right?
No,
she came up
without
and she
consent.
just-
She popped up, spit it in my own mouth, pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And yeah, but she was that good looking to, get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was, that's kind of, I have, I'm on the apps right now, and there's women who I would like take on dates,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's women who I just go like, you just want to come over and hook up?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're on the fence of
Yeah.
looks,
Yeah.
I go, well, I have nothing to lose if
Yes.
they say no.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to hang out with you that long. Like, you don't look that good. This sounds so bad
No.
saying out loud. But yeah, I don't think it's a problem or anything. But yeah, if you're beautiful, I'm like, yeah, we can date, and like I would fall in love with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks is everything. And yeah, that girl was hot enough to spit my own cum in my mouth, and me not still be willing to fucking start a business with her.
You have to be careful you get into bed with. But yeah, because where would you draw the line out with porn? Like what you would and wouldn't do?
I would never do gay stuff.
You never do gay
No,
stuff.
I'd never do gay stuff. But I'd probably do anything straight wise, and probably some weird shit. I mean, because at the end of the day, when I did the streaming thing, it was pitched to me like by the girl, and she was like, I'll just come to your house, I'll set up a laptop, you fuck me, and you get paid. I'm like, this sounds like the greatest job on earth. So you can frame things pretty well or rationalize some stuff, and yeah, with porn or sex stuff, it's like I would be doing this anyway. You know what I mean? So like, if I can film this, like I used to have a bit about it, because like one of my buddies in college, he was like a gay lobby guy. He wasn't gay, but he would just like jerk off on live stream for guys.
Yeah.
And he'd get like $50 a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It was something really crazy. So like in my head, it's like, okay, so like I could either like jerk off for a half hour or do 7 shows in Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like when you put it that way, the amount of time saved and like, you know, through a computer, I feel pretty safe. You know what I mean? I'm like, this isn't like a dirty strip club or a porn set. It's like I'm in my house.
Yeah.
So nobody's really going to like cyber rape me or whatever. Like, what are you going to do to me here? So I think I'm going to be all right. But, you know, I'm trying not to do that again.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one in my family watches this. I'm sure they won't.
Nah, that's fine. But I don't know if this was a thing back when you were growing up, but when I was growing up, we used to have fraping.
What's
Remember
that?
this? Facebook rape.
Oh, wow. No, what's that?
So it's like, this is back when people actually fucking used Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you left like your laptop unattended, or if you used your friend's computer or laptop and you left your Facebook logged
and
in,
then you mess with it.
Yeah, you'd go and the status or your whatever you used to do. You'd go and you'd be like,
I'm gay.
I'm gay. It's always I'm gay.
I'm always gay.
Always I'm coming out as gay.
Yeah,
and surely there was some guy who did that who actually came out as gay, and then everyone just presumed he was being raped.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, no, guys, I am gay, and they're like,
sure,
this
sure.
is
at the Apple store right now.
But you just be like, I'm fucking gay. I have this tiny penis or whatever, and it was called fraping.
Yeah,
and
that's
I remember
interesting.
there was a woman in some politician in Irish Parliament.
Oh, she got it.
And it went. No, she didn't get raped. No, she was in Parliament and she was just like trying to bring the government's attention to it. And she was like, the kids these days, they're doing this thing called fraping.
Oh my god.
Facebook raping.
Wow.
And it went viral for all the wrong fucking reasons.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's that bad of an issue.
No, but now it's everything all good.
Yeah,
getting deported.
Audio good. How do you tell? You see it down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook raping doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world.
No.
But what is it about? Yeah, the concept of like when their friends leave, open their window at your house and you write stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Call it fraping.
That hasn't happened for a long time.
No, I don't think anybody cares
about
it. But yeah, why do you think the natural go-to for all humanity, I guess mostly men, is just going to being gay or having a small dick?
Because there's nothing worse.
Yeah, is there nothing worse on earth than being gay with a small penis?
That makes two negatives make it positive.
I've really been fucking. What?
Yeah, is that the worst existence on earth? Gay, small penis? Because that's what we go to.
Yes, it is. I mean, if you... Oh, God, that's so true.
You're gay. You have a small penis. Those are the top 2 insults.
Yeah. And red hairs.
And ginger as well.
Oh, my God.
God damn it.
If you start going bald, this
is
bald,
I'm
fucked. Wow, yeah, bald.
You should kill yourself.
Wow.
I will. My hair is the only thing that's preventing my suicide.
You almost have a full bingo.
Yeah,
it's literally it's like a helmet. It's like
ginger. It is like a helmet.
Small penis.
Small
you're not
penis,
fat. You could
gay.
be fatter.
I'm getting there.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. All right, guys, that was John Jacobs. Go follow John on Instagram. I'll put it in the show notes. In there, you'll also find a link to the Patreon if you want to support the podcast on there for €3.50 a month for 2 extra episodes a week. How about that? Isn't that lovely? If you want to support the podcast in other ways, just tell people about it. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. And as always, thank you for listening. I love you, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.